Hey everybody, this is Dave B69, and welcome back to Phillies franchise. We're in the World Series. We're in Game 4, and we're looking at basically just making this our total dominance. Let's beat Boston in Boston again, and basically take this thing home in the next game in Game 5. That's basically my goal. No changes to the lineup are necessary. We are all fired up and ready to go, but we need Nola to perform well. So let's go.
From beautiful Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Boston Red Sox. Boog Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, if the first 3 games are any indication, this has the look of a series that'll go all the way to Game 7, Boog. I think this is a classic matchup, and we've seen momentum change course a few times already. But I'll tell you what, I think whoever takes this one will be feeling really good about their chances the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's a good point. We've seen it before. Even when you're down 2-1, it seems like a win in Game 4 can propel you to a series win more often than not. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
I'm sorry, but we win Game 4, then we're dominant and we should win it in Game 5. So, okay.
Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Garrett Whitlock. What should we keep an eye on here?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Trey Turner, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Fought off foul. Chop to the left side. And that's a foul ball. And a pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. Let's take a look at how they filled out the lineup card for Game 4 of the World Series.
Well, this group has a great opportunity in front of them. They've worked so hard to get to this stage, and now they're 1 win away from taking full control of this series. They're playing with a lot of confidence out there.
And that one hit to first. And he can't come up with it. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Batting third.
So digging in, Alec Bohm. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Oh, he hit him.
Perfect.
And that got him pretty flush. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. On the ground, Hamilton. They get the force. That ends the frame. 1 left for Philadelphia. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. This is the World Series. Back in Boston, and today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in a at-bat.
Base knock center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Rafael Devers in the box, lays off for ball 1. Rolled slowly to first. Harper steps on first for the out. Let's take a look at how they filled out the lineup card for Game 4 of the World Series.
There's no overstating this one, Boog. It's a massive game, and whatever the outcome today, this team is going to feel the impact more so than normal. A win breathes new life into their season, but a loss could essentially end it. These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Ground ball right side could be 2. Stop to second, and that's 2.
These boys are ready to make a play with the bases loaded. Excellent job of execution there. You turn the double play, and the inning is over.
The 4th game of the World Series.
Left fielder,
now here is Max Kepler. Whitlock back to work.
Counts 1-0.
Kepler with a homer in his last game.
Nope. Outside.
Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And gone! He sends it out of here. That's his 3rd home run of the series. And the Phillies take the lead. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. And that one fouled off.
But just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in Game 4 of the World Series. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Rafaela hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Here's Byron Buxton.
Batting 7th, center fielder Brian Buxton.
That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting 8th, third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty.
Arenado.
Nolan Arenado stands in for the Phillies. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now back here in Boston. Bottom of the inning. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Clips the outside corner. And that is strike 1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Puts it away for the out.
Batting 7, catcher Connor Wong.
And the batter now, Connor Wong. And he takes a strike. Wong launched a homer in his most recent game. The next pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And a swing and a miss. That's out number 2.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Cedar Rafaela stands in now and watches strike 1. And a swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
And down on strikes he goes. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing here this half. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Phillies 1 and the Red Sox nothing. New inning getting started. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. And a foul ball. Stott goes 6 feet 3 inches, 200 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Up the middle. Whips it to Casas. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. So the lineup flips over. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Trey Turner. First time up, he grounded to 3rd. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. A solo shot. And they add to their lead. It's 2-0.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball there. And that's outside. And the count 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
The 1-2. And that's outside. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. Next pitch is outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
The 3-2 is outside and it's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
And now the DH, Alec Bohm. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Out to short. slings to first in time.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Now batting, catcher JT Realmuto.
Here's JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 1. On the ground to third, and that goes foul. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Hit on the ground to the right side. Bregman. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further, and it's 2-zip. Back here in Boston, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, David Hamilton. Center field. Buxton calls it in, and there's one away.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
That one is blasted left field towards the monster, and it's off the green monster, and he's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
1 out, runner at second. Next is the designated hitter, Masataka Yoshida. Just missed. Yoshida recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Line drive, pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Devers in the box here, lets that one go for a ball.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. And that's way high. Ball 2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Next offering is downstairs. Tristan Casas waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with 1 swing if he gets the chance.
Whips it to first, and that is that. And the Red Sox leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. Back now at Fenway. All set for the start of the inning. Down the left fielder, Max Kepler. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Nice job going the opposite way with it. Letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
And he pumps it a strike. Little trouble with this one behind the plate.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. In the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
And now it's going to be Byron Buxton. Feed to second, that's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer.
Now batting.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Struck out swinging his first time. Pitch misses inside. Ball one. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on. Here in Game 4 of the World Series. Rocketed out towards right center. And base hit.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So a man at first. This is Bryson Stott. He's 0 for 1. And that one lifted in the air center field. Rafaela makes the catch. And that is that. But they push across 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Phillies 3 and the Red Sox nothing. And we're back. John Chavi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Tristan Casas. There's a strike.
You know, these Red Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's got it, and there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Bregman batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
That one to first, and that's just foul. Nola fires. That one in the dirt. Now 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
It looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Goes down looking.
No, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it'd be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Abreu stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 2 out, space is empty. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Got it. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Red Sox go down quietly. They trail in this one 3-0. Zach Kelly will take over here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Wow, they switched pitchers. This is kind of shocking to me.
He's already homered here in this one. little bit high. 1-0.
Well, these Phillies doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Has room, and he makes the catch. Here's Bryce Harper. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1 out, bases empty. Strike one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Austin Adams up and loosening in the pen. Chapman getting loose as well. Pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Corrals it, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So here's
Alec
the Phillies
Bohm.
DH, Alec Bohm. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. Fastball for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
So now 1-2.
2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Phillies go down. The 4th game of the World Series. And stepping in for Boston, Connor Wong. And that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there.
Up
You often
next
hear the
for
phrase
the Red
short
Sox.
to it, long
Center
through it,
fielder,
and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double
Now
play.
batting, shortstop.
Next to hit, David Hamilton. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with 1 gone. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now batting Jaron Duran. Outside. And that is ball 1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
1-1.
There's a swing and a drive. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Runner tags for home. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and it's now a 2-run game.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though, RBI.
Masataka Yoshida.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Two outs. On the corner for a strike, and it's 1-1. Tap foul at the plate. And that's too high. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Up the middle. And there's a hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 3-2.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Devers in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. This to third. Dives, and he can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Back-to-back singles. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. That clips the zone. 0-1. In the air on the infield, Nola squeezes it, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. We're through 5. It's the Phillies 3 and the Red Sox 2. Today we deliver a powerful message as we join our partners Stand Up to Cancer and reaffirm our commitment to the fight against cancer. Major League Baseball, its fans, players, and coaches are united in our determination to defeat this disease for our friends, our families, and our communities. For more information and how you can help, go to standuptocancer.org. Kelly back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. Real Muto, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's a former Gold Glove Award winner. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Going to count 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next one misses, and a count now even up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
Max Kepler at the plate. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And the 0-2. And ball 1. Real Muto gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos, 1 for 2. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Right down to shoot, and it's 0-2.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot. He's especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
And that's off the outside edge. Now 1-2. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. One-run game, one out, one on.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate. He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Zach Kelly departs, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute. The new pitcher in the game, Austin Adams.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Buxton stands in now, looks at that one inside. Runners at first and second with one gone here in Game 4 of the World Series. Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2 on, 1 out. Swings through that.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Strike 3. Got him swinging. 2 gone.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit.
Swung on, belted. That one is gone. That should get the dugout going. And they tack on 3. It's 6-2. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, Boog, I feel like we're seeing more of this these days than we ever have before. You've got high velocities on the mound. You've got stronger hitters with really good pass to the baseball. So much power in this sport. Opposite field home run. I'll tell you what, I feel like I see at least 1 every day, and that was an incredible job to keep that ball fair.
Start. The next to hit takes ball 1. Next offering misses. 2-0. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Josh Winkowski getting ready to go. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. And a tough play with a fast runner, but they get the out. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 6-2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Joe Ryan. And now it's Alex Bregman, 0 for 2 in this one. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's down and away. swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Abreu in the box again. Takes the strike.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Towards first. 2 up, 2 down. Now at the plate, Connor Wong. That misses. Ball 1. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike. Broken back, ground ball to second. Stott over to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for Boston. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Aroldis Chapman. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Trey Turner at the plate. He's already homered in this game. That one the other way. And foul ball. Chapman, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. The shortstop takes a ball. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
This one in the air, right field. Abreu sizes this one up. 2 away now. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one. It'll bring up JT Realmuto. Lined into right. Abreu puts it away, and that's the 3rd out. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Phillies 6 and the Red Sox 2. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. And that's in there at the knees. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Castellanos makes the grab, 1 down. And now the shortstop, David Hamilton. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. And there's a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could...
Nice stop. Throws from his knees. They get 1. And now here is Masataka Yoshida. And that's in the dirt. And that's ball one.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate.
Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Mark Leiter Jr. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. And digging in for Philadelphia, Max Kepler. And the first pitch misses for ball one. That's out to center field. Rafaela makes the grab, one away. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. At the plate, Byron Buxton. 0 for 3 in this one. In there, and it's 0-1. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Josh Winkowski preparing to come on if needed. Murphy warming up as well. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And now 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
2 down, nobody on. Late here in game 4. There's the splitter in the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first, in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's Devers at the plate. Right side, hard hit. He takes it on his own. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. There's a strike. Right through there for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Just misses with that one.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 down, base is empty. Alex Bregman up next for the Red Sox. Ground ball up the middle. Jump throw across his body, and they get the out. Here's Nolan Arenado. Leiter measures 6 feet even, 210 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. And it bangs off the monster. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. He hit the ball so well right there, and I really thought it was going to carry out of here, but that's definitely the big part of the yard, and you just really have to get a hold of one to drive it out in that part of the ballpark. But you can't be mad about driving one off the wall.
And here is Bryson Stott. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Rafaela makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's Trey Turner. He blasted 1 out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
And first offering is fouled off. One out and a runner at second here in Game 4 of the World Series. In the dirt. Man at second. On the ground. Oh, look at the stop. To his knee, the throw. Nicely done for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop. Gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
That one to first. Casas. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they work around the leadoff double. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Phillies 6 and the Red Sox 2. And stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. Ryan back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball and out of that same tunnel.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance, and it hits off the monster. The throw into second, and that's a leadoff double.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Line drive, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. And now the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That's in there. It's 0-1. On the inside corner for a strike. Slice to right. Fair ball. 1 run across. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
And next for the Red Sox, David Hamilton. And that one fouled off. Tying run at the plate. Right through there for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Now it's going to be Jarren Duran. Only 1 out left for the Red Sox.
That's why you hunt the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this, positioned perfectly.
Now here's the Red Sox DH, Masataka Yoshida. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Joe Ryan will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Matt Strong.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And that is out of play. The tying run at the plate. And fouled off. The Red Sox down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
All this team needs is one more win, but when you're playing in the postseason, it's not just a win of a game, it's a win of an inning. It's a win of an at-bat, it's a win of a pitch count, and that's what they're going to need to do in the next game to take the series.
Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close two-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these two teams.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
And there we go. We have taken game 4 and basically have a stranglehold in this series now, 3-1. Nola gets the win, Strom gets the save. Tried to give Ryan a 4-inning save. He just didn't have the energy. So it is. Well, he didn't. He had the energy. He was getting a little flustered in that inning, and I really didn't want to risk it. So it just made the most sense to put Strom in for the save. So until next time, let's look at our stats. I mean, overall, I felt our offense did a fine job. Again, pitching-wise, had to get Noel out of the game kind of early because he was starting to let up runs. Had to let Ryan out of the game when he started letting up runs. And, yeah, I did what we needed to do to win the game. So, I felt pretty comfortable with how we played, and I feel like that's why we won. So, it was good to see Arenado get a 2-3 for 4 today. He's been struggling for the longest time. But until next time, this is David B69. Wishing you a happy day. Until next time. Peace. I'm out.